So that should just about do it. We're going to go right into the second game here now with Section Z.
Alright,
Now this is one, if you guys know the path, please let me know.
Those are pretty. Brandon says, I don't necessarily call Gapless a bad game, but having played Galaxian and Galaga, going to Gapless was a mixed bag, to be honest. Calamity says, did any one of you guys know, and I am going to freaking butcher that, What?
What?
Yeah, Rosenkreutz Tillet?
Rosenkreutz Tillet.
A Dojin-made game giving an homage to the Mega Man series. I have this game on Steam, and I find it hard, but fun to play. Have not heard of it. I can barely pronounce it. Angelo says, never heard of it. Uno says, was Jackal the first game? Everybody's answered yes. Axel says, oh man, throwback, right next to Sidearms. Dalek says, Section Z. Although here in Canada, would we pronounce it Section Z?
In Japan, it'd be Section Z as well.
Huh. Angela says, this is a great game. Pretty affordable, too, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I got this for next to nothing. Ah!
Dalek said,
oh,
nope, it is Dalek. Dalek says Jetpack Hero Part 1.5.
Quite a bit different than the arcade version, that's for sure.
Una says there's 2 Rosen and Kreutz games at this point. I haven't played either of them yet, but I hear they are good.
I think I chose the wrong one. Get over here. I need that. No! Where to go? Let's go up here. I just gotta say too, the Sidearms DLC in Darius Perseus was kind of weak. In more ways than one, really.
Benjamin says, still doesn't compare to Silver Surfer. Dalek says it's supposed to be pronounced Zed, yes. Very, very different from the arcade game. See, that's my American coming out.
Yeah.
Section Z. I don't say Zed anymore. Like, it sounds very unnatural to me now. It's kind of sad. Calamity says the Famicom Disc NES version of Section Z is completely different from the arcade version. There are path choices in comparison to the arcade original. The Famicom Disc version has save feature while the NES has password system, I think. Axel says, I haven't had the chance to grab the Sidearms DLC yet. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Entertainment says, pretty sure I remember trying Galaga's arcade cabinet once when I was a kid. It was fun. Benjamin says, it's not supposed to be pronounced Zed. It sounds unnatural, Day, because it is unnatural. It's unnatural for Americans. But
we're the only people, by the way, that use the word or the term Z. Just gonna point that out. It's almost like the Imperial system, but not really. I like 3 shots. 3 shots is definitely better than 1.
Dalek says also this is supposed to be the same game as Captain Commando. Benjamin says only people that matters there.
Yeah, that's a good speed there. Let's go to this one. Section 6. I really don't know which way I'm supposed to go.
Dallas says Guy not game. Whoops. same guy as Captain Commando. Angela says, I mean, if the rest of the world doesn't be awesome, sure they can say Zed. Benjamin says, exactly.
Okay.
You don't want to know what I think is adorable? So we
Section
have a couple of systems, and they're used by a lot of American companies, but they use postal code and kilometers instead of miles. And I think that is the funniest thing ever. Axel says, I'm used to both Z and Z. You grow up hearing both having parents from the islands.
Section 11.
See, my thing was when I worked for a certain cell phone company, I actually got scored down on equality for saying Z. So I had to change that.
More energy, please.
Una
I found a
says,
thing.
Z, Z, they're both fine. Z retains its origin from Zeta, while Z follows the same renaming scheme as B, G, T, P, D, etc. Benjamin says, if only every company would do that, Jay, the world would be a better place. Hardly.
Okay, so I've got more life, but I've only got 1 energy. Come on. Why? Alright. Section 10. Here we are. Also, I'm moving way too fast. Ah, death.
Calamity says, oh yeah, I didn't realize that FD/NS version has life bar.
Continue, yes. Huh. Alright, so here we are. Section 1. Okay. Go down here. Also, there's no rapid fire in this game. So, this could be very difficult if you don't have a joy... I was going to call it a joy card. A turbo card. Or similar controller. Boop. Ah. What a pain. I need some of that. Gimme. Alright. Next up, this one. Ah, section 1. Really? So yeah, it's basically a giant maze. Oh, now they fly at me, huh? Alright. I think that should be enough speed. Let's go up here this time. Whoop! Or Dalek says, who is officially turned into the unquiet sky out there. Jealous. What? What happened? I died for no reason.
Brandon says, Widow says, I use a NES 4-score for its turbo switches when I need them.
That's actually a really good idea.
Brandon says, going back to Galaga for a minute, my favorite Galaga game is Galaga from 1995. Quite a fantastic game. An overall great experience, especially with Axel says, Sarah's channeling is refracted fire action.
Nah, I'm just channeling my inner cheater. What do you mean there's no rapid fire? To eBay. Sudden change of turbo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh man, yes.
See, I'm so glad that you guys remind me. Don't recall turning it off though, that's weird. Dalek says, wow, 10 people, this is kind of a record for a Twitch stream.
Oh yeah, that's actually the highest it's ever been. Awesome.
Tim says, any of you guys ever hear of a Japanese show called Game Center CX?
Oh man, I binged that.
We would spend like hours watching that show.
I was all like, man, this game looks amazing. And then I'd look on eBay and it's like $300 and I'm like, fuck you.
Let's see here. Axel says, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Tim, that show is lit. I need to start watching it again. Dalek says, a couple of weeks ago, it was literally just me and Tim. Yeah, it's true. Tim says, I love that show. Calamity says, Tim never heard of it, although I've heard of that name off of some DS game of the same name.
Hey, what happened? I don't know what just happened there.
You died.
Okay. I thought the game fucked up for a second there, and then all of a sudden I was in another room.
Okay, Calamity says, Tim never heard of it, although I've heard of that name off from the DS game of the same name. I forgot what's the name released in North America. What was it called over here?
Retro Game Challenge.
There we go.
And you have to fight Areno.
Yeah. Arena Kaicho.
The chief.
Axel says, Tim, I'm super behind, like still need to watch the trip to US behind. Una says, Abunai.
Look out, look out.
Dalek says, it's only $300 because it was on Game Center CX.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Tim says, I wish they'd give us an English version or a Reno. Brandon says, there is a reason why I call Galaga Arrangement 95 was not to confuse this game with Galaga Arrangement 2005 from Namco Museum Battle Collection and Virtual Arcade.
The Battle Collection, yeah. I've got that. I featured that on I think I featured that on a... Oh, yes. Oh, it's already dead. Okay, cool.
Axel says, Retro Game Challenge, Sans Guardia Quest is a fun time.
Mm-hmm. Also, Star Prince. I'm down with Star Prince.
Tim says, I need to see if I can find more episodes of that sub somewhere. The site I used to use got taken down. Dalek says, that's why Gimmick goes for over $500.
Yep.
Axel says, Tim, Kotaku had a few of subbed episodes, nothing else since then. Maybe Kiss Asian has it. Axel says, yo, Star Prince is my jam. Alpha Quadrant, what? still in the awful quadrant? I am. And there they are.
Man, it's too bad we never got the second one. Might end up importing it. How does the power-up system work in this?
Whoop. Note to self, don't... Dalek says Gaming CX used to host them. Gone now. That's not how we paladin. Angela says you could always torrent it if you have a good antivirus installed. Riverwind says, or Tim says, that was my site, Dalek. I loved him. Whoop.
Man,
Tim says, oh, I don't torrent anymore.
I wouldn't
Long
either.
story. Oh, hey, I did it. Yay. Where are we off to next? Oh, I think that's...
Section 9. Why do I do this to myself?
How's my red mage looking? Oh, yeah, no. Red
Oh,
mage
energy
for
though. I'll
those.
take that, sure.
Axel says Gaming Center CX gone. Hold up. Angela says, oh, I don't blame you. I rarely torrent and only as a last resort.
Yeah. Oh, here we go again. To
Tim
the
says, I
beginning.
got pinched for it once and managed to get off the hook, so yeah, no more for me.
What?
Did you die?
I did, for no reason. No discernible reason. Pinched, eh? Kinda curious now. Alright, maybe I can remember where I went.
Polar bears. Oh, how did I miss those? Shit.
Alright.
Axel says, oh, schnaps. Last episode posted last month from the looks of it. Or last episode's post-it was last month from the looks of it. Calamity says, you lose energy only if you touch the bullet, colliding into enemies or get squashed, resulting in instant death.
Which makes sense, I guess.
Axel says, Dynamite Hetty? Welp, know what I'm getting the girlfriend to watch with me later.
Dynamite Hetty. Yeah, he's doing a bunch of Mega Drive stuff nowadays, isn't he? Okay, I want to say I went up here. Section 4. Aw, what? Come on. And of course, because of that dumb death at the beginning of the fucking game.
Axel says, last one I've seen him play was Atomic Run Shelnov. Or Chelnov. Do, 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 do.
Right. Atomic Runner Chelnov. Continue. Oh. Really? Okay.
Oop. That was not what I wanted to do, but sure. That worked. It's just displacement.
I got something cool out of that. I don't know what it is, though.
Did you know? Axel says, strange game, catchy tunes, probably has the most smug-looking Statue of Liberty ever seen in a video game. Brandon says, quick question for everybody. If you wanted to have a ship from any shmup, what would it be? I would want Ikaruga.
That's your answer for everything.
Well, shut up.
I don't know. It's a very good question. I mean, it all depends, wouldn't it? Like,
come on, seriously, Ikaruga has a fantastic design.
Sure, but so does the Silver Sword from Belgravia.
Vic Viper.
Which Vic Viper? There's many Vic Vipers.
OG Vic Viper.
Really though, the OG? I mean, the Vic Viper in Salamander 2 is pretty slick.
Well, I could say which one's on my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll go there.
It's time to do.
Hey, don't knock my Gradius deck, okay?
No one knocks it. Oh, I need that. No, I didn't get it. Shit.
Me and my freaking options. As soon as you get all my freaking options out on the table.
Ah, it happened again.
I
got a thing.
You got a thing?
I did. I'm gonna save it.
What's the thing?
I don't know. It's a bee.
Is it a bomb?
It might be.
I still got hit by that.
You really do need like a good reaction time for that freaking part, right? Because it's like, oh shit. Oh, it's a barrier. Okay.
Oh yeah, I can have
Cool.
53 here in no time.
Check it out. I've got a shield. What now?
Axel says it's a toss-up between R-Type 3's ships, Vic Viper, or Solo Bang ship from Daimahu.
Dimahu, huh?
Angela says R-Type 3's easy.
I don't know. The Lightning from 1942. Because that's a plane that I could theoretically actually own. Yeah. Be on up. Section 5. Barrier go. This one down here maybe? I think I've already been through this. Section 8. I just did this.
Axel says that hyper gauge to Angelo. Cast the wrong spell.
If we do Super NES Shmoops again, we might have to do R-Type 3. But also Pocky and Rocky 2. Ah! Slow coast through this part here.
Uno says the Estrella Mark II, perhaps? The RVR Vanguard? One of the really souped-up R9s from R-Type Vinyl?
Just not one with the test tube cockpit, right? According to the lore in that game. According to the lore in that game, there are all kinds of ships that have this like so-called test tube canopy, and apparently it makes their pilots like ill.
That's awesome.
Excruciating pain. Yeah.
Brandon says, I agree with the Silver Sword. Quite a cool ship, but if I had to choose a Vic Viper, I'm torn between the one from Solar Assault, the Vic Viper Delta from Salamander, and Super Cobra from Salamander 2. Angela says nobody picked anything from Otomedius. Excellent. Axel says...
I'm sure there's a joke about riding ships in that game, but I'm not going to take it any further than that.
Axel says some of that game's lore is pretty disturbing now that I think about it.
Lame.
Uno says, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want one of the Bido ships.
No. Consume your very being.
Axel says, Angela, I think we'd all end up behind bars if we did.
I don't know. I called out Automedius Excellent for its questionable design choices, and somehow I got shit for it. It's like, yeah, nice. There's a 10-year-old in there. What do you do with that? Ah. They're like, oh, it's Moe. I'm like, it's still creepy. What's interesting, though, is that the, what is it, Automedius, we played Automedius Gorgeous that one time, right?
Mm-mm.
That has a male character in it. Believe it or not. I think he's got a Goemon ship, a Goemon-styled ship, if I'm not mistaken.
Brandon says, if I had to choose a prop-driven plane, I'd go with the Mosquito so that Sarah and I can blow crap up a 1941 counterattack style.
Yeah.
Una says, how about the Filet-O ship? No.
The Filet-O ship, yes. I'm glad someone remembered that. The metal mackerel. Pseudo sushi.
Oh man, my rotation is way off tonight.
I don't know why I just don't fire backwards for those stupid things. Seems like a terrible... misstep on my part. There we go.
Angela says, I actually didn't know the Automedius Excellent girls were underage. They don't look underage.
I think the only one is Dial Twee. I think she's the only one that's of age. Of course she's got the hugest knockers.
Axel says they're all in high school last I checked.
All of them? Alright. Down. Where are we going? 11. Cool.
Dalek says, and back from a brief look-see at the video quality of the best common writer ever on Kiss Asian. Unsurprisingly, it was terrible. Angela says, well, maybe they repeated a few grades.
Oh, maybe not. I mean, they're all at this place called St. Gradius Academy. So, oh, I'm doing this to myself again. Section 10. Oh, I need that. Oh, fuck. Missed it.
After Foundation.
Get out of here. Give me that.
Axel says, Dalek, double, right? I knew you had good taste. Brandon says, actually, wait a minute. All the prop-driven planes in Ride and Fighters 1 and 2 look amazing. Damn it, so many choices.
Oh yeah, Ride and Fighters? For sure. The Aegis is pretty sweet. Like, I'll always remember using that ship for the first time and having that crazy, like, snake and laser all over the place. Oh, so good.
He doesn't look impressed. Dalek says, Kuga biatch. Una says, Gradius syndrome, mess up once and you have to start the whole school year over again.
Rough.
Angela says, I had never heard of these test tube cockpit things.
Yeah, in, well, with R-Type Final, you can get information on every single ship that's in it. There's something like 200 or more. And, like, yeah, the, there are certain ships. There's, like, one line of ships in specific. It's some prototype line. And in the games, like, text, it's like, yeah, pilots complain about excruciating pain. Section 8, what the fuck? Come on.
Axel says, Dalek, Kuga I haven't seen. I'm still in that weird phase of switching between older and newer Heisei stuff. I hear nothing but good stuff, though. Calamity says the JP version of Raiden Fighters Aces is already expensive, approximately $100. The North American version is apparently cheap, and I have it on my shelf.
Yeah, the North American version is actually completely, well, it's exactly the same. Except for one small logo that that appears before the game starts.
Uno says 103 ships, all with detailed lore.
Was it only 100?
103.
It was more than that, yeah.
103.
Well, okay, significantly more than that. Jesus. Semantics.
Dalek says, Heisei's largely crap, especially after Den-O. Brandon says, when I played Raiden Fighters, I'd go Judge Spear all the way with its buttery smooth speed and napalm missiles with epic green explosions. Dalek says, everybody says I should watch X8, but after rage quitting Ghost, I don't think so. Axel says, hit or miss. I really like Fi's Kiva double Foze because I'm a sucker for good guy banchos. And Wizard wanted to watch Ghost primarily because Sakamoto is behind it, but I'm getting mixed vibes. Axel says, I skipped over Den-O. Something about it rubbed me the wrong way.
That's what she said. It had to be done. It had to be done. Which way did I go from here? Was it down or up from 8? I'll go down. Good. 11. That's exactly what I want.
Axel says, ha! Dalek says Den-O is literally a children's pantomime.
Oh. Okay. Get on through here. Now then, which way do we go from here? Was it up or down? I think we went up last time, so down. 10. Fuck! Alright, well I got a more powerful gun at least.
That's not what I want to do. Dalek says you're coming off a perfectly straightforward back to basics care in the form of Kabuto and then suddenly slapsticks, hijinks, and goofy voice actors. Alexel says, Dalek, that's the part that confused me the most about it, honestly. Kabuto is fire, and I would fight anyone who says otherwise. Not really. Dalek says, but then again, it's written by the Attack on Titan lady, and most of her toku is kind of embarrassing. Axel says, but yeah, that's the part that threw me off. Decade, I also have a love-hate relationship with as well.
Can you do me a really big favor, Day?
What's up?
I need you to figure out where the fuck I'm supposed to go.
What?
I need to know where to go. I'm
right.
going and I can't remember where I'm coming from.
Well, do you want to...
Not doing very well.
I was going to say, you want to pause and I can...
What do you mean pause? All I need to do is...
What am I doing?
Okay, so like right now I'm in section 8, right?
Okay.
I gotta get to section 26. Because that's section Z.
Section 26 of Sector Z.
Sector. Section Z.
Whatever.
Sector Z. Alright.
What area are you in?
I'm in Area 8. And this is for the NES that you're looking up, right? Because the arcade version is totally different.
Oh my god, I can't make sense out of this guide.
Well, the idea is that there's 2 different choices that you can make in any given stage.
Okay, so here it says 811 low warp flash bomb.
Okay, so yeah, I got the flash bomb already. Now I'm in 11. Where do I go in 11?
That's all it says. 11 low warp.
So I take the low warp in 11. Okay.
Okay, back to the chat here.
Okay.
Axel says, wait, the one who directed those awful Attack on Titan movies? Dalek says, I mean, seriously, have you seen Togger? There's a reason Saban skipped it. Now, the lady who wrote the scripts for the anime, Kobayashi. Axel says, I know all about Tokgar is Megazord... Megazord Donger. And that no one I know that followed Toku more than I do talked about it. Everyone I know, rather. Wow, my English is starting to fail me.
I'm in section 10.
All it says for 10 is 8/.
8/. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Well, read further then. I don't know. I'm not looking...
Look, that's all it says. It's garbage. I don't understand it.
Well, I don't get it either. Like, I mean, I beat the boss already. There was a boss that I beat. I don't know what that was. I think those were just shots.
Dalek says, Tokyo Day. Woo! Axel says, huh, didn't know she wrote the scripts for the anime. Wonder if that's why I liked Cabaneri more. Brandon says, wait, branching paths, a jetpack hero with forward and rear offense? It's like Baraduke and Darius had a baby and Burai Fighter was its competition.
Oh yeah, okay, so it just brings me back to 8. Now what? If it was the low warp to get to 11 from here, maybe I'll just take the high warp.
Oh, maybe it says coming from 8. I have no idea. See if I can find something else.
Wait, do I have to get the flash bomb again? I wonder? Alright. Nope. Already got it.
Axel says, I guess go with the opposite path from the looks of it.
Yeah, but does anyone remember if I went to the bottom or the top one last time? This is the most I've played this game. I'm pretty sure I bought this all the way back in like 2010. I want to say. I was like, yeah, let's do Section Z on the NES.
Okay. Which section are you in right now?
8. And I have the flash bomb.
Oh, God. So section 8 is section... H? No. Wait, no. Yeah, it is.
So it, like, directly correlates with letters, yes?
Yeah. This section features tubes which shoot large number of spiked balls straight across the screen in both directions. You have to time your progress between the tubes so as to avoid getting hit by the balls. While you can shoot at the balls, it's not a recommended strategy since they will appear on both sides quicker than you can react to them. That's helpful in how to get to the next.
That doesn't sound at all like what I'm dealing with here.
Right?
Yeah, I think that's the arcade game. What does it say at the bottom, like at the end? Is that the end of it?
That was all it said. Oh, God.
Yeah, okay. So like if that wasn't if that was anything but or if it was for the NES version, we would hear about a warp point.
Axel says, try the top. Dalek says, Section Z is kind of not fun.
Well, it's plenty fun. It's just boring when you get stuck in a loop. Get out of here. Yeah, there you go.
This one here starts at Section 20. That's not going to help.
Of course. Boo. Continue?
I'm going to say this game seems kind of stupid.
Thanks. I don't know. See if there's like an NES long play and tell me how long it is. I've probably spent more time in it
44 minutes.
Normally runs. Only 44 minutes, eh?
It's a full walkthrough.
Oh, well. I don't think I want to be walked through, but... Alright, I'm going to give this one more shot. And then we'll go to the other game because we're getting on in time. We might revisit this when I've got a good idea of where I'm supposed to go, so... I'm already down at 9. Jeez, come on. Up, 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 up. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, really? That other one trolled me.
Dalek says, Derp, why can't you play a good NES game like The Last Starfighter?
Because I don't have The Last Starfighter. It's a pretty good excuse, I think.
Axel says, ha! Jokes!
Alright. Come on. Yoink. Why am I so low in energy? Is that a penalty for continuing, I wonder? Huh. Maybe. Alright. Come on. I saw that coming, but I don't know why I didn't get out of the way.
Axel says, quick, someone get him a copy of Summer Carnival 92 Rekka.
Yeah, someone do that. Right now. It's so expensive.
I was going to say, please don't. It's really expensive. Calamity says, Guardian Legend made by Compile is a shmup action adventure hybrid. And I think it's maze-like if I remember correctly.
It also doesn't work on the RetroN 1 HD.
Dalek says, you see kids, it's funny because Last Starfighter is awful and unplayable. Do you think we'll ever get Rekka?
I don't know. It's a very good question. Really? Oh well. This game had other plans, I guess.
I screwed up my rotation.
So we're going to go for the third and final game here. And that means that I've got to cut the stream briefly. But I'll be